Let me tell you about a very important dream I've had. I will analyze the dream in this video, and I think the dream is also relevant to you. It is an indication of how to find the most valuable thing in life. It is a description of the journey to that thing, and I think it could be very, very relevant to you. Before we get into this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to learn more about self-development, dating, Jungian psychology, and how to reduce suffering in life. Let's get into it. So I had this dream about 2 months ago in the summer vacation, and I'm a person who does not really remember their dreams. They tend to sort of be quite transient, the memory of my dreams. And across the last year, maybe I think I remember about 5 dreams, and this is the most important one out of all of them. And it is very relevant to this stage of my life, and I think it can be generalized or is applicable to all people. So let me tell you how it went. I actually wrote it down when I woke up after the dream, just to remember it, because I knew this is important. I need to remember this. So it was essentially a race. Now, it was a treasure hunt for an artifact, which was basically the most valuable thing to be found. It was kind of the equivalent of the Holy Grail. It was this artifact that was so valuable, everybody was after it. Now, the artifact itself was a combination, a constellation of Lego pieces that, when put together, resembled a view of nature, of a specific landscape. It was basically a representation of a landscape. That was the artifact. And we were in a team. I was in a team of my friends, and we were racing to find this. And we only need one more piece. We needed one more piece left to find it. And we were racing against a group of Dutch students. Now, for a little bit of context, I studied in the Netherlands. The majority of my friend group was international, who I was racing with, together in a team with, in my dream, and we were against these Dutch students. Now, these Dutch students, nothing against Dutch people, I mean, they're awesome. I have a lot of Dutch friends, but in my team, my group of friends, we're all about self-development, some spirituality, and trying to think big in life. And we had this conception that a lot of Dutch people were really focused on just building a career, quite money focused. And I'm not generalizing that all Dutch people are like this, but this is what sort of we interpreted it. Like, the people at our university, the Dutch, were we called them sober. They were very sort of down to earth, in a sort of too down to earth way. They were like too sort of just like wanted to get wasted and then build a career. That was sort of what university was like for them. So we were racing against these Dutch students, and we were ahead of them. We only need one more piece left. So we were being hunted down by them in some sense. Now, this is the turning point. We needed one more piece left, and we were like running and trying to find the piece, and we came to a narrow kind of pathway through 2 kind of cliff, rocky hill / things. And it was a narrow pathway through. And then on the right-hand side, there was a hole that went into a cave into the earth. And the last piece was in there, and we knew it. Now, all of my friends, my team, dived into that hole and, vanished in that hole to go and look for that last piece that we needed to find, to build and construct this most valuable thing in life, this artifact that depicted this magical landscape. But somehow, I didn't go into that hole. I did not join them for some reason. I don't know why, but I just didn't, and I was standing there. Now, I could sense that the Dutch group were close behind us, and they would be coming. So I decided to hide, because they were after me. And I hid, and they essentially sprinted right past the hole, up the pathway, and continued. Now, what did I do next? The next thing I did was, if the hole was on the right-hand side, going into a cave, I decided to go up on the left-hand side. I decided to, instead of going right, I went left and up this hill. And at the top of this hill was a tree, a big tree. And I climbed up the hill, went to the tree, and then with my hand, moved the branches that were blocking the view, and from between the branches, guess what I saw? The view of the landscape that is depicted by the artifact. I had found the actual version of this most valuable thing. I had found it in its purest, realist, authentic form. I had found the view. Whilst everybody, including the Dutch group, they were all chasing the material manifestation that depicted, basically the fake thing that depicted this most valuable thing, the view. I somehow, by accident, it seemed, I don't know if it was by accident, but found the actual thing that they were all looking for, the real manifestation of it, instead of the let's say, the fake, I don't want to use the word fake, but the material manifestation out of Lego. I had found it, and it was a breathtaking moment. I could not believe it. Now let me just see if I missed anything, any important details. And this landscape was kind of like this vast green forest / mountainous terrain with this sort of like deep, like a sea of trees, of green trees, and then like mountains on the side that went far, and you have like that sort of like birds flying, and it's like kind of like a paradise sort of view. That's what it was. It was a magical moment. Yeah. So where people went down into the cave, I stopped and went left and went up the hill. Now, why is this relevant to me? I just finished my university degree, and the question is, what is the next step in life? And the traditional sense, what everybody else is doing, is going to get a job in an office. You know, I studied finance. It would be like go and work at a bank. Now, in the summer vacation, I was very stressed out about what to do next because I felt this pressure, this need to go and work then and find a job. And I think this dream was a message, or let's say, it was an attempt by my unconscious mind to communicate to me where to go next. Where everybody else is going now, go in the opposite direction. Don't do what everybody else is doing. And the thing was, I don't know why I didn't go into that hole. It seemed as if I was just sort of hanging around. And I think I'm slowly beginning to understand what that means. I've basically I'm taking the next months off to apply to jobs and just like do what I want, sort of. And I built a podcast channel now, which I think could be something really awesome. And I think I need to wait in the same way I did in my dream, whilst everybody is rushing on to the next stage to find this thing that they're all looking for. I need to wait and listen to where the next step is, where I actually want to go by myself. And that is in the opposite direction, maybe, whatever that means, the opposite direction. But there I will find the thing that I am really looking for, and that what maybe everybody else is looking for, but I need to wait. That's an important detail. Yep. And the funny thing is, well, one detail is like, this path that the Dutch group ran up was a tight path. I don't know where it led to, but that's one detail that's important. It's like a cliff on both sides, a hill, rocky hills on both sides, and they just rushed right through it. And the thing is, and the other details, like this skepticism I had, like I didn't go into that hole where my team went into, but I stood still, and I hung around a bit, I waited. And now, if I can relate this to another important dream I had, I had a dream of Jordan Peterson in the summer vacation. And you really need to understand, this summer vacation was 2 months of me being anxious and being stressed, having this sort of like, this lingering weight on me continuously that was sort of pressuring me about this anxiety about what the future holds, about what I should do next. So it was not a fun time, let me put it like this. For like 2 months I had it. And I'd had a dream of Jordan Peterson, and where he told me, what you need right now is right in front of you. He basically said, he answered to my question is like, the thing that's stressing me out is like, what do I do next? What should I do now? Like, I need a plan. Like just like hanging around and doing nothing. Like that's not good for me. I don't like that, or I don't want that. And then Jordan Peterson came to me and said, what you need right now is right in front of you. I think part of what that has to do with is what I need right now is within me. And the way I can decipher what is in me is just waiting for my unconscious to speak and reveal itself. And that's what he meant with what you need right now is right in front of you. It's essentially, it's in you, it's part of you, but you need to... The dream is cryptic. I don't understand at first what Jordan Peterson meant with like, it's right in front of you, because I thought, okay, yeah, I should just be grateful for what I have, which I think is part of it. And I think that's very important, just being grateful for what you have, because that makes you happy. It's literally the key to happiness, to that positive emotion of happiness is being grateful, being appreciative of what you have. But it's more than that. It's far more than that, because he said, what you need right now is right in front of you. And that indicates for me what I need right now is it's here. It's somewhere here. You just need to look at it, Henry. It's right there. Now, yes. So I think this podcast channel, I'm starting to grow this feeling that something awesome could turn out of it. It's called We Need to Talk. It's linked in my on my YouTube on Spar Terrence up in the cover photo of my channel. It's linked. It's called We Need to Talk, the podcast channel, where I interview people on how to find the meaning of life and how to reduce suffering. And I'm starting to beginning to feel like, I think this is it. And I had to wait. I've waited months now with no plan of what to do next year or to do next as my next stage in life. And I think it's slowly starting to reveal itself. I think I feel it. I might be deceiving myself, but I don't think so this time. And how is this dream relevant to you? I think the thing everybody goes through this journey of chasing after the most valuable thing, and everybody's chasing after it. And everybody will go in a team and run into one circle, run into one direction. But in order for every person to find that thing that they need to wait and listen to what they want and what is good for them and what's right for them, what their unconscious has in store for them. I think that's what one needs to do. And the thing is, this most valuable thing was a view. And a view is a subjective thing. It's not a artifact. It's not it's not a material thing. It's an experience. That's what it is. It's an experience, and that is a subjective thing. So everybody will see the view in a different way, but in some sense, everybody will see the view, but everybody will see something different in the view. And that's why I think the view is representative, and it is applicable. This dream is relevant to all people, I think. The view is waiting for you. You just need to wait, and you will be inclined to slowly step towards the view. You just need to let go of these horses, these sort of societal horses that are pulling you. You need to let go of them and finally take your own steps, I think, and you will be guided to that view, that most valuable thing in life. So, in conclusion, this dream, I think, came to me now, or during a time when I was anxious about what to do, and it was my unconscious mind trying to distill for me, trying to communicate to me what I need to do next, where this most valuable thing in life, this thing that will make me grow, that is the most valuable thing, where it is to be found and how I can find it. And I needed to wait and listen and stop running with everybody else and start walking by myself, something like that. And I think that is relevant to everybody, because everybody has an unconscious mind which has some kind of thing in store for them, I believe, yeah. We're not ourselves in our body. There's something that operates autonomously that sort of calls the shots, let's put it like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to learn more about self-development, dating, Jungian psychology, and how to reduce suffering in life. Thank you for listening.